Hello my friends. Look who's back for another round of Safety Cinema. That's right, get ready for some imaginary popcorn and adjust those ergonomic chairs, because today we're diving into a breathtaking blockbuster, the Workplace Safety League against the invisible hazards. Let's face the challenges ahead head-on, with courage, wisdom, and of course, a healthy supply of duct tape to handle any unexpected mishaps. So, grab your invisible precaution capes, press play, and let's dive into this epic of workplace safety knowledge. Remember, together we'll make our work environment safer, one funny safety video at a time.
Hello folks, welcome to the August edition of our safety meeting. Today we're going to delve into the world of muscles. No, not the fabulous gym universe, but rather musculoskeletal injuries. Okay, jokes aside, Safe Work Manitoba, along with industry-based safety programs, labor and provincial government agencies, has created Manitoba's Musculoskeletal Injury Prevention Strategy 2021 to 2025 to continue to address the nearly 4,300 musculoskeletal injuries that occur in the workplace each year in Manitoba. Their work included a comprehensive review of what our partners are currently doing, as well as other jurisdictions to find best practices and to learn what has occurred in Manitoba and other provinces to help reduce and prevent workers from sustaining MSIs. A review of the Workers' Compensation Board of Manitoba's WCB 2019 data tells us that MSIs contribute to the highest cost of all workplace injuries. Backs continue to be the most frequently injured body part, followed by shoulders and neck. Survey results from safety and ergonomics experts in Manitoba and across the country agree that many workers and workplaces feel that discomfort and injury are just a part of the job. A positive safety culture requires the consideration of the impact of psychological health and safety elements on MSI risks. Professionals in the field have reported that a combination of consultation, education, and enforcement seem to be the most effective way to reduce MSIs. Supervisors are at the forefront of helping reduce MSIs by identifying risks and educating themselves and workers on ways to minimize injuries. Collaboration among all employees raises awareness of MSIs and increases the ability to come up with effective solutions. There are strong business cases to show how engineering controls are often cost-effective and will improve productivity. Training is most effective when it is practical, specific, and hands-on. In the simplest terms, musculoskeletal injuries, or MSIs, are discomfort or pain from sprains and strains. A musculoskeletal injury, MSI, is soft tissue damage or aggravation in the musculoskeletal system caused when demands exceed the tolerance of connective or related soft tissues such as muscles, tendons, ligaments, nerves, discs, and joints. Damage can result from a single event or develop over time. Forceful effort, repetitive motions, awkward or sustained postures, vibration, contact stresses, and inadequate recovery times are common factors that can injure or aggravate tissues. MSIs are further divided into two categories: those related to poor ergonomics, such as repetitive or demanding work in awkward body positions, and those that are non-ergonomic, such as slips, trips, and falls. This prevention strategy addresses MSIs that are related to poor ergonomics, which account for 34% of all time loss injuries. Mechanism of injury and ergonomic challenges are different for each industry, and injury prevention is achieved by using different tactics. Let's see what Sean has to tell us about this.
Hi, my name is Sean Jones II, and I'm a safety intern here at ASC. Today I will be taking you through a short video on workplace ergonomics. But before we get started, let's talk about what ergonomics means. What is ergonomics? Ergonomics is defined as the science of fitting a workplace to the worker's needs. In other words, it's about the body's position you have during everyday tasks, from how you stand, bend, lift, reach, push, or pull. The goal is to increase efficiency and productivity while decreasing discomfort. And over the long term, practicing good ergonomics reduces the risk of serious tissue injuries. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Ergonomics-related injuries accounted for over 380,000 days away from work in 2013. 1 out of every 3 cases were because of an ergonomics issue. More specifically, these injuries related to our back, which was 79% of work environment injuries for the 25 to 64 age group. The data tells us that ergonomics is a serious issue and it can affect people at almost any age. But by having ergonomics knowledge, you will make your day safer, more productive, and happier. Now that you know what it is and why it's important, I'll show you how you can use an understanding of basic biomechanics to improve your ergonomics at work. Standing is the first body position we will address. It is a great place to start because it is simple, yet most people do it incorrectly. Standing incorrectly can lead to sore feet and swollen legs. However, we can avoid this by adjusting our body position. Most importantly, choose shoes that are comfortable, provide arch support, and give your toes freedom to move. Safety toe shoes are crucial for working in a shop environment. Once you find proper shoes, establish a comfortable standing position by bearing your weight primarily on the balls of your feet. Standing for a long period of time can increase the amount of pressure on your feet, eventually leading to soreness. We can avoid this by shifting our weight from either our heels to the toes or from one foot to another. Finally, let your arms hang naturally at your sides and keep your back and shoulders pulled backwards. Next, if you are standing to perform a task, make sure the work is facing you. Remember to not twist at the waist and keep the work to a comfortable height. This way, you do not have to bend your back to reach it. Everything should be within a comfortable reach from your standing position. When it comes to lifting, the heavier something is, the greater the risk. That's why our policy is no person should lift over 50 pounds by themselves. But even lifting less than 50 pounds risks strain if done incorrectly. Here are some safety tips to keep in mind. First, have a wide base. Your feet should be shoulder width apart. Second, instead of leading with your head and shoulders, push the pelvis back, then bend at the knees. Keep your back straight so the force from the lift does not transfer into the muscles of your back. Once you've lifted the object, keep your elbows in and the load close to your body. This will give you greater stability by bringing your center of gravity close to your feet. By bringing in your elbows, you are letting your bicep muscles do the heavy lifting, which will make the load easier to carry. The same ergonomic thinking that goes into lifting applies to both pushing and pulling. Use your largest muscle group to make the task as easy as possible. For that reason, it is usually better to push than pull. That's because you can use your legs and keep your back straight. Here's how that should look. Position your feet shoulder width apart. Then take half a step forward with your dominant foot and bend your knees slightly. Keep your other leg straight. Then check that the head, shoulder, and hips are facing the same direction. When you're ready, lean towards the object, but keep your back and neck straight. Put both hands on the object and begin to apply an even amount of force from both hands. Let your body weight do the work. If you need more force, use the muscles in your rear legs. Pushing rather than pulling is always a safer way to move a load. Most importantly, never pull something that is out of position, low to the ground, high up, requires you to twist your body, or is too heavy to move comfortably. If pulling doesn't feel smooth, comfortable, and easy, stop immediately and find a different method. Believe it or not, you probably have been using a ladder improperly. Overreaching, standing 2 steps from the top, and carrying tools while climbing might seem harmless at the time, but it can lead to serious ergonomic injuries. Avoid poor ladder ergonomics by choosing the right ladder size and type. For example, if you're tempted to stand on the top steps of a ladder to do your task, get a taller ladder. Give yourself the stability and comfortability by standing at mid-height instead of the top of the ladder, which is the most unstable. Keep in mind, a fall of 6 feet is enough of a distance to cause injury or death. Lastly, make sure you evaluate the right body position for every task. If you can't bring the work onto a table for a comfortable body position, then you'll need to bring your body to the work. For example, I need to use this power tool to assemble parts on this sub-assembly position below me. Instead of crouching or bending at the hips to start drilling, I can take an ergonomic mat, set it in front of the work, and rest my knees on it. In this position, my head, neck, and back are straight. My arms are in a comfortable position, and I can avoid putting stress on my lower back and knee joints. Yes, this takes a little bit more time, but it will keep me out of the doctor's office. The same applies for doing work above me. Rather than reach over my head, putting strain on my back, I can get a step stool or a boom lift to put my body in position to do the work comfortably at shoulder height. Remember the reason for ergonomics. It's to reduce stress and eliminate injuries wherever you are. So take advantage of the lessons you learned from this video in the shop and at home. I'm Sean Jones II, safety intern here at ASC. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one.
These best practices that Sean introduced to us truly make a big difference. Now, how about a bit of how not to act? Bad practices, terrible ones, don't do, just don't, nah, nopity, nopity, no, no.
In my head and a cut so candy sweet. Later a stripe on the edge of the night with my boots out on the street. Sugar and spice makes everything nice, but it's only when you eat. The cards are always gonna be in your favor when all you do is cheat. Hey you, with the scissors, only you cut me some slack. Put those vicious lemons away and just get off my back. There ain't no coincidence. The faster you drive, the sooner you arrive, the greater the risk you dance. Hey you, with the scissors, only you got me some slack. Put those vicious lepers away and just get off my back. You got me shaking down to my bones when you look at me that way. You can come on and yank on my soul, cause you ain't here to stay. When you knock on my door, make it loud and clear, I don't need no new surprise. If you wanna tell me that there's nothing else here, you best look me in the eyes. Hey you, with the scissors, only you got me some slack. Put those vicious lepers away and just get off my back.